talk about New Empire Way. The driver is on the phone, so there could potentially be a interference vehicle.
A firm. Okay. Continuing eastbound, we're circling around a little roundabout in the center. Now merging right, eastbound towards Exceptionalists. And northbound.
Left northbound Exceptionalists. Northbound Exceptions towards Autopia, a right eastbound Autopia. They may take the dirt jump here. They're taking the dirt jump onto Dutch London. They full sent it. 50 U-turn now facing westbound Dutch London. Right at the port to merge Davis. Right northbound Davis. Left northbound Alta. Continuing northbound Alta, passing the tow yard. Watch out for the train. That's just Captain Turner visiting us. Continuing northbound Alta Street, approaching Vespucci, passing. Vehicle slowing at San Andreas, right eastbound San Andreas. Vehicle's been hit, maybe out.
Yeah, they're out. Main target's driver's seat, correct?
Hands now!
Going to kill us.
Driver's out, running westbound, now southbound.
Female white hair, also eastbound. Hey! Hey, put that weapon away!
Stay with Johnson here.
Individual in the green, I believe, has a weapon in hand. I think they put it away. I don't see it anymore. Going back for a vehicle.
Yeah, he's trying to steal cars. Johnson's going for cuffs again. 95.
Suspects right northbound underneath Power Street towards
I want you to get hit or
group's
anything.
like the 6 garage exit.
Yeah, with
All grades eastbound.
We're not eastbound. Is there any 77s on feet that can assist us?
230's en route.
I don't want to Johnson alone with the 95. The other individual dressed in all green is running eastbound on San Andreas. Elgin now running north towards Elgin, cutting him off. Still running north.
Police side.
Hello?
Northbound. Johnson, you all good?
Yeah.
Stop running!
95 on Ocean King for now.
So get out of the bush.
I'm gonna leave Boston Road. Come back and make sure you're good.
Hands behind your back.
Oh.
Just stay with comms on foot.
Stop running!
Sir, it's the police. Just stop.
Going back for my car.
Westbound, transition southbound behind paywall. Southbound through the alleyway. In the spooky.
Stop running. Sir, just stop.
Let's make
just
a
give
deal,
up.
officer.
What's the deal?
We can give you a deal.
He's southbound between Power and Elgin. So then away southbound. In the spooky. To westbound climbing over Upper Power. Doing westbound crossing Power. Northbound Power on ramp.
Officer, can I just get less charges if I stop?
Possibly. Hands behind your back. Going for cuffs.
195.
195. Who is this?
Yeah, the other two suspects were last seen northbound, underneath Lower Power.
I'm taking the mask off.
No.
Coming off.
Let's have a 95.
Here we go.
Yeah, we got the green one.
Okay,
Oh my god.
Johnson
Who's
just
this?
let me know that we're the only four on duty.
I definitely
right
know
now.
who this is.
So
Oh, what's your name?
No.
we should just
What did you
all
just
come
do?
back
What's
here
your
and
name?
Just, hold this down.
I mean, you could just check my ID.
All right. Well, at this point, actually, I'm gonna get you loaded up. We're gonna consolidate this before shit goes down over there.
Go back to my call. Yeah.
All right. So at this point in time, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can be against the court of law.
But
You
maybe
do
back
have the
towards
right
you
to an
guys.
attorney during any and
consolidate.
all questioning. If you can't afford one, would be provided by the state. Sorry. If
Why
available.
you giggling?
I was coughing. Sorry. You understand these rights? I read them to you today.
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you require medical attention?
I do not.
All right. That's good to hear. Well, let's make sure one of your friends ain't in like these bushes. All right, 2:30:23 at the original scene of the vehicle being crashed out. Just a heads up, I'm not liking our positioning because from above, the southern side of San Andreas has a visual of us, which I don't like. So I'm a position behind this wall.
Man,
There's a gap.
you're so smart.
Oh, I mean, that's, yeah, it's not too bad, that wall.
I don't know if that vehicle's related, but it's speeding.
What was that gesture?
Southbound on Elgin.
All right, I'm gonna get you out, and I'll search you here. Okay. Here we are.
Johnson says his 95. His last name is Lomini. I don't know what affiliation he has.
All right. So what's your full legal name?
It's Cisco Mendoza.
Cisco Mendoza. Is it
Hello,
Cisco
sir.
with a C or an S?
Yes, sir.
I said a C or an S, and you said yes, sir.
Johnson, did you document the car? You need me to do that.
It's with a C. Sir.
Negative,
Sorry.
I haven't documented the car.
Are you
yet, because
okay?
I
Sorry.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
it's with a C.
Sir, are
it's
you
with a
under the
C.
influence of any narcotics?
Alright, I have
I
my
am
95
not.
loaded up. I'm gonna be
Okay,
I'll wait for
all
your
right.
units,
I'm
and
not.
I'll
I'm
bring my
gonna search your
stuff to CC.
person. Is there anything that's gonna folks have sticker prod me?
I think a wrench.
All right. Okay.
Could.
All right. Let me take a look here. This is the wrench that you had out originally. Here we are. Okay. Not the worst thing in the world. For the time being, I am going to be holding on to the wrench in addition to the USB.
Matt, you useless bitch.
Hold up. One moment. One moment.
Hey,
Actually,
Matt,
no.
you hear me?
I'll bring you. What was that?
You useless bitch.
Useless bitch? Who the one in the back seat right now?
You tried to kill me, motherfucker. You tried to kill me. Those pits were crazy, my man.
Tried to kill you?
Tried to kill me, bitch.
No, I did not. Is your vehicle disabled?
Yes.
Job done.
A VAF before
Are you
the car?
alive?
Do a
Kill me,
VAF?
bitch.
Are you alive?
Unfortunately, yes.
Job done.
Just document one I can show you
Personal
how to
vehicle?
map it.
Man, fuck you, bitch.
Officer, can you put me in the same car as him?
No.
No.
Why?
No, I can't put you in
Yeah,
the same car as
Technical glass,
him.
Never mind. This is a local vehicle.
Because I'm processing
I
you,
looked at the door handle wrong.
and
It
he's
didn't look
processing him.
busted, and now it looks busted.
Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No. Don't worry. I got this.
Wait, what do you got?
Just,
I'm concerned.
these
You got
cuffs are
something?
tough.
All right. Well, my guy said he don't need medical. Does your guy need medical?
Yeah, Lovemore needs medical.
Okay.
No,
You
I
don't
don't need
want it?
medical. I'm good.
All right. He does not need medical then.
All right. If that's the case, I'm good to
Doctor, I'm all
transport.
set.
All right, yeah, I am too.
All right. We should be good to transport. I'm getting my individual loaded up. Here we are. Would you like an attorney?
I guess gear on them or the
Uh,
other two people?
no, sir.
All right. The only thing my individual had was a red USB.
Copy.
It
When I was
says
taking pictures, the
it's
individual was
loyalty,
blue.
but dollar
Individual
sign.
was-
What was that?
No, I was just going to say, the individual with blue was the one that was breaking open the machine, so he might have been the one with the coins.
A firm. All right, 230-76, Mission Row 195.
464, same time.
All right. Well, Cisco,
Good work, everyone.
good news and bad news. The good news is that compliance goes a long way. Now, while you didn't surrender, you've been you know, fairly respectful since your apprehension. So, double thumbs up from me. And you did put the weapon away when instructed, so that's good. You know, I don't feel like you were intending on harming anybody. But who knows?
Hey, who knows? I didn't mean to.
Yeah, but listen, y'all be kidnapping people to steal coins from a laundromat. That's wild.
Yeah,
That's.
well, you don't know how rich these laundromats are.
I mean,
Dang.
I'm sure they make good money. I'm sure they do. Here, let me just help you out here, okay? Here we are. All right. Just make sure I'm locked up. At any point in time, you know, the lights get a little too bright and you're struggling to see, just let me know. I'll
All right.
see if I can situate that. But back to what I was saying, kidnapping somebody, that's, how would I describe it? That's like, it's like uncouth, you know? I was trying to find a word that ain't used often, you know? Uncouth.
Yeah.
That making me sound fancy. Cisco, have you been arrested before?
I have.
You have? Has it been for a violent felony?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? All right. Let's just go in here and get you identified, okay? Here we
My
are.
eyes are tweaking. Is this room supposed to be on? Oh,
No, you should be good now.
that's good.
All right. Give me just a moment. There we are. All right, now I am going to unshackle you. Normally I wouldn't, to be clear, but I just want to make sure, you know, I'm taking your photo, taking a photo of how you were dressed. So if you just line up in between the lines, along the, yep, perfect.
This is gonna be my mugshot.
No, if you already have one, I'm not going to change it. Not unless you look a lot different than your prior mugshot.
Nice.
I mean, how much you want to piss me off, you know?
Whoa.
Do you want this to be your new mugshot?
No.
I can get from like mid chest up if you like.
No. We can keep the original.
Are you sure?
I don't want people knowing I cosplay.
I mean, the cosplay's kind of mid. You went like half suit. Where the pants?
I couldn't find any.
You couldn't find any.
That's why I was trying to, you know, find it in the laundromat.
Damn. You know what? It's kind of making sense that the car went out kind of next to paywall. That was your sign. That was your sign.
Oh, you're right.
All right, here we are. All right, now come over here. And I'll get you fingerprinted. So right here at the bottom of the display, you see a little round bit. Fingerprint scanner. Very basic. Very basic. TLDR, I'm gonna grab your index finger in your right hand here. I'm gonna scan it. All right. Just try not to move too much. Here we are, and we're good.
46 is gonna go run the firearm that was on Lovemore.
All right. You are in fact Cisco Mendoza. All right. Sit tight. Let me just verify if you have DNA. You do. Your DNA is on file. You've been arrested for robbery of a high security institution.
Yeah, but that's... Is that violent?
Yeah, it's a violent felony. Well, it depends, actually. Technically, it depends. If there was no hostage, then no.
Damn.
But if there is a hostage, the same way we articulate VAFs on vehicles, if a robbery occurs and there's no hostage, then technically we cannot VAF it because there was no violent felony. Like property or crime against property isn't necessarily, I don't want to say violent in nature because it is, but it's not against a person essentially, you know?
Mm.
There's a slight difference there. I'm gonna search you one more time. Let's see. All right, anything of concern in this notebook?
Should be nothing.
Okay. Can I look through it?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, it's like mechanic stuff.
Yeah, you know how it is. It's hard to make a living out in the city.
Huh. Materials 2,800. Repair 2,000.
Damn.
I'm gonna be real. I don't know what this list is.
It's just all the cars I repaired.
You didn't put the total.
I did.
No,
Oh.
there's no total. In
Forgot
fact,
about
you,
that.
you put Premiere 2 across, and then for the price thing at the end, you put me.
Yeah, because that was the car. That was my car.
Don't you still have to figure out the math behind it? All right. Make sure you have that back on
Yeah,
you.
you're right.
And I'm going to seize the remainder of your possessions. They'll be placed in a bag, handed off to DOC, and returned to your person upon your release from prison, okay? You are...
Oh, I can't see.
All right, I will make sure you can.
Oh, there you go.
All right, this way.
Yeah. That's my dog. Big hand. Hey, Rhodes, come here, bitch.
That's the only thing I see.
Who you calling a bitch?
You bitch, come here, bitch.
You you think I'm a dog? No,
bitch,
that's not
come
how
here,
this
come
works.
here.
You can't just pretend I'm a dog and say, "Bitch, come here."
Let me talk to you. Come here. Come to the cell.
No, I did not. No.
Come here, bitch. Come here, bitch. Come on.
I'm not a bitch.
Ask you about something though.
Okay, all right. Let me get Cisco over here in a cell.
Put him in here with me. Put him in here with me.
Yeah.
Now, what makes you think I'm gonna listen to you?
Oh, that's what we're doing now?
Now you've been calling me a bitch this whole time.
No, Rhodes. Okay, fine. You made yourself an enemy, bitch. I'm gonna see you on the street.
An enemy? What'd that
Yeah, you
mean?
No. You're gonna find out real soon, dog. You hear me?
Okay, if you say so.
No. Come here. Let me talk to you first.
All right, let me we can chat out of these cuffs, okay? Just a moment. Come over here by this window. There we are. And I'm gonna uncuff you through the door here, okay? There we go. All right, just a moment. All right. I'll speak with you in just a moment. What's up?
So
Okay,
the
big
firearm
dog.
came back to something,
Oh,
and it came back to a report from Vic Hanna. There's nothing in there except casing. No statement. It's just a template and casing. So
And
I'm
there's
not
nothing
gonna
we can
charge
do.
him for it. Yeah, so I'm not going to charge him for it, but I'm wondering, is that almost
Cisco,
worth
you're
making,
innocent, dog, okay?
a senior report? Like,
You are
hey,
not
Vic Hanna's not
guilty.
filling his shit on time. It's been 4 days.
Yes.
kinda
It's
talk
at
to
least
Vic.
worth
over.
having it
We'll be
documented
back.
and
No, we ain't going back, dog. We're gonna be good.
there we are. Sorry. Having it documented and somebody speaking to him, even if he didn't have context, like his statement regarding him arriving on scene, responding to whatever call, is important.
Okay. Because, yeah, I've noticed this happens quite a bit where I'll go to run a hot gun. There's nothing in there that gives me any evidence that, to, like, push a charge or anything. Sometimes there's statements, but there's nothing about, like, the shots or to charge criminal use or
Right,
attempted
right.
murder, anything like that.
Yep.
I've noticed that quite a bit, so I was wondering if that's worth making a senior report about.
Yeah. It definitely is. Because even if this is a one-off, right? It's not like there's typically a punishment associated. It's typically a conversation like, hey, just be mindful of this moving forward. Because at the end of the day, let's be honest, we're kind of drowning in calls. Oftentimes we are breaking off something we're actively doing to respond to another priority urgent thing. That takes a long ass time. Then typically you end up towards the end of your shift if you're a normal person and not shift 0, you know? And then by that time...
So now you're taking shots at me, huh?
Well, no, it's not shots at you.
Just kidding,
at that time, then it's like, all right, you know, following day I'll get everything sorted, but then it skips your mind because rinse repeat back at square one.
Yep. 100%.
That plus the countless, like, listen, I know this personally. I'll explain later actually, but TLDR, there's just a lot going on to where while yes, it is definitely a fuck up, it's more so worth a discussion with said person. Plus, I don't really know who they are, but hopefully they aren't problematic.
Yeah, you'd know Vic Hanna if you met him. I'd just say that.
Okay.
He's a very loud and boisterous person, and he loves to call toe on people. He loves to get people that are illegally parked.
My guy, which was the one in green, did he have his wrench out?
Romello took the photos.
And the only possession he had that I'm familiar comes from the laundromat is that USB. I don't think there's a specific charge associated though, right? Or just robbery of a low security institution?
Maybe a contraband charge, but I don't know because that comes from the laundromat, so I think that'd be a stack kind of since that's something they robbed from there, you know?
Actually, it would be contraband in the 3rd degree. Let me read institution. Any charges that occur as part of the robbery except for the possession of firearms or possession of contraband.
That's slippery slope kind of. Because we know that it comes from robbing the laundromat.
Right.
I mean,
the funny thing is, it specifically clarifies except possession of firearms or possession of contraband, and it says drugs, etc. And then the contraband charge does clarify colored USBs.
Yep.
I'll hit him with it, and it's such a small thing at the end of the day. I don't think anyone's gonna care.
I said mine's the robbery, possession of a firearm, and then the pharmaceuticals. He had painkillers, no prescription.
Oh my god.
And the firearm came back to that one shooting that Vic was a part of, but is
pretty much non-issue since we have nothing. Yep. All right, well, we'll get this sorted.
All right, thank you, Ro.
Cisco.
All right, love more so.
Yeah.
Thank you to Vic Hanna. Just confirm with the other. Can't really do anything about the charge.
You're fucked.
Firearm comes back to, so you won't begin a criminally used.
I'm kidding. You're looking at robbery of a low security institution and possession of contraband in the 3rd degree. All right.
Wait, contraband.
Yeah. So the colored USB is deemed as contraband.
Damn.
Yep. We are aware that they are sourced from the laundromat. Now, the interesting thing here is that normally most charges associated with the low security institution charge are covered under that umbrella, but it states except possession charges for like firearms, contraband, and then because contraband specifically clarifies colored USBs, I unfortunately have to charge it with that. But let's see here. I can work with you here.
60. Come work with me. Come on.
What did you just do?
All right.
50 months.
So right now you are looking at 61 months and a $12,800 fine. However,
61 months.
Yeah. So the robbery of a low security institution is 56 on its own, and then the possession of contraband is $5, and then $300. So an overwhelming majority of that comes from that single umbrella charge. given that this is considered a violent felony,
Don't cheat. Don't cheat.
I'm willing to drop this down to 40 in
Oh, I wrote
exchange
12. I
for
wrote 12.
a guilty plea.
You want it to be 12 specifically?
Yeah. Just
So
roll
if I
12
plead
once, whoever
guilty,
gets the highest
I get
number.
40.
Done.
You'd be sent off for 40 months, correct?
All right, here we go.
Damn.
I got an 11.
Yeah, unfortunately,
You
where
lying piece
our
of
hands are
shit.
kind of tied
You
regarding
lying
the amount of time we can give off for violent
You
felonies.
lying mu-
You on the
Um,
list?
and that just comes from some officers
Check me out
giving an
yourself. Check me out
incredibly
yourself.
high amount of time off, and now
Are you gonna make me
everyone
open
sort
the
of gets
Nah, you gotta
shafted
roll.
as a
Nah,
result.
You a cheating bastard.
door? Love more. I'll open the door, but keep the
I will
distance.
stand here. I will
Is
stand
that
here.
is
I
that the
will
best
stand
you
here.
could do? 40?
Um,
All right, you both roll. 1.
We could do, you know, a little 20 months, you know.
hmm.
Get 30.
No way. All right, I got you. 40 months.
Yeah, give me 40 months, dog.
What,
Dude, I
what
rolled
you
a
think,
level. I
officer?
put that on
Nah,
everything.
that's cap. That's cap. You're a liar.
Tell you what,
I put it on everything. Love. I rolled the 11.
I'll do.
I'm feeling good today, but not anymore.
I'll do 30.
You still got my food on you by any chance?
I'll do 30, but that's the max I can do.
Well, you ain't gonna like the sushi, but
All right, you know what? Yeah. I'll take the 30.
Okay, all right, perfect.
Yes, please.
Here we are. Let me get you billed in the amount of $12,800.
you should be able to grab it.
And it's going to be 30 months. You have any comments, questions, or concerns?
No, officer. No
All right.
questions.
That's the case. I'm going to get you sent off. I hope you have a wonderful day and turn your life around, Cisco.
Man, it's
Man,
it's hard out here.
Don't hang out with Lovemore. He's probably going to try to kill me. Why you swinging at me like that?
Nah. Don't tell my dog Cisco to tell. He belongs to the streets now, okay?
Now he's calling you a dog.
No, I never said that.
You literally
I
just said
never-
my dog Cisco.
Yeah, no, you making it seem like it's worse than it is.
I can't
You
believe
called
it.
me a bitch. You called him a dog. That's fucked up.
All right, send me up.
All right, I'm gonna get you sent off as
No,
well.
no.
Oh, have a good one.
All right, goodbye, officer.
Wait, just to verify, you pled guilty, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right,
All right.
here we are. Good luck. Stay safe.
Good luck.
Um, um,
Rose, can you
Yeah,
put a couple lines
yeah.
below?
there you are.
Thank you. Romello has all the pictures, and I think Frost took the hostage statement, but we should be good. Lovemore pled guilty.
My guy did as well.
It's messed up. I rolled him 112 for a 10-month difference. And the first roll, I rolled an 11 out of 12, but he couldn't see it because the bars were in the way.
Oh.
And then when I go to roll him again, I roll a fucking 1.
It happens. Was the cross where the vehicle was disabled, was it power or it was Alta, right? That was Alta. Never mind.
That's like right in front of the G6 building, wasn't it?
I believe so. Yeah.
I always get confused in like that part because everything looks the same underneath there.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I think it was San Andreas between Alta and Power.
Hmm. Hmm. All right. I'm gonna go throw this in evidence, and then I'm good. I don't know why I'm over here. Eight 731. Hello.
Hey, Rhodes, it's Barrett.
What's up?
I have a question for you, and there's only like 3 officers on duty. And I don't have any. I don't have a lot of references to try on this. Search warrants. Property search warrants for night search. What is the typical guidelines for requesting a night search now?
I'm gonna be real. I couldn't tell you.
What? You mean you're not writing up warrants left and right? Subpoenas, search warrants, and all that shit?
You want to hear a really fucked up fact?
I love fucked up facts. What you got for me?
I've written a single warrant in 8 months.
What?
Yeah, and that's an arrest warrant.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was for like 20 some odd counts of like disobeying.
Dear God.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, I just realistically, it's primarily because we have such few officers that like I truly just ain't got the time. Like, as fucked up as it sounds, how do I write up a warrant for one crime when 10 others are happening in front of me?
That's true. I can understand that. I guess that's where something like me comes in place, where I'm literally sitting in the office digging through reports and writing up subpoenas and shit like that without even a step foot outside those doors.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the marshals like outnumber the amount of warrants written, whether it be search warrants or subpoenas, in a month time, as opposed to the entirety of the police department in 8 or 9 months.
Yeah, probably. I mean, hell, I'm already on a roll already. I said I haven't even been out on the field much, and I've already got a bank subpoena, a 65-day bank subpoena approved and delivered already.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Oh man, these people have no idea what kind of terror they just unleashed by having me as a marshal.
Well, I'm glad that something's finally happening. But I mean, historically, regarding night searches, it was written. Is it not written in legislation?
It's kind of loosely, but
let me see.
Well, you know, with all the legislation we have these days, let's see.
I mean, is it just the night raid? If so, all it states is the execution of the search warrant without the primary citizens in custody. So essentially, I guess if requested and approved, it can be executed without having them in. Hold up, we need to have them in custody.
So okay, so here's the other question I have.
If you don't request that, do you have to request a night raid? What?
Yeah, if you that's how it's basically always been. A night raid is basically we don't have them in custody. We're just trying to raid their property without having them in custody.
I can assure you, I rarely ever requested a night raid. Then again, most times people were in our custody, I guess. So maybe that kind of just happened by default. I don't know. Don't think I can think of.
I mean, at worst case, this is something like if I get this all signed and approved and everything like that, I might even just reach out to someone in TRT and be like, "Hey, can you execute this for me at some point?"
Yeah, I mean that could definitely be a possibility. So what is your question regarding the night raid?
Like what is do we have a general standard? Like it used to be we had standards for night raids of like, well, you know, of course this is coming from 8 years ago, so it's been a long time since I've requested a night raid. There were certain standards we had of like, you had to meet these criteria in order to get a night raid approved. Do we have certain criteria we need in order to apply for a night raid, or is it pretty much just apply for it and hope for the best because nobody ever does it?
Probably apply and hope for the best, but like I would say justify the night raid. Similar to, because if you look at the category that it's listed under, it's listed as special requests. So sealing, night raid, and delayed notice. Obviously, judges are gonna want to know why those things are being requested. So as long as you justify it, I don't see it being shot down. You know.
Yeah.
And if it does get shot down, you'll at least be given clarity as to why. You'll know moving forward.
Yeah, it's pretty much it's all a matter of us putting pieces together after the fact, because officers don't exactly spend the, and it's not at all the fault of the officers, but officers don't spend the time to sit down and deep dive into somebody's information after they arrest them. They get the facts of the matter in the moment, and it is only afterwards where I have started to put things together and pulled on some loose threads and discovered that this person has a lot of purchased firearms that they should not have.
Oh. That's concerning. Actually, you know what?
Oh yeah.
Can I throw a name your way?
Of course.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of officers to investigate on shift 3. You guys are pretty solid, so I'm pretty much stuck focusing on criminals, which is, I'm all for it.
Okay, look at. I think this was the person. Oh, actually, maybe never mind. So there was a person who had their weapons license issued. Let me see. Oh wait, hold on. How come? Oh, that's not good. I'm on a license.
What?
Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. They had their license issued on May 15th, and then almost look at Dusty Car 9963. Look at the notes on their profile regarding stolen firearms. They had their firearms stolen the day they got their license. They had it stolen exactly 7 days after that. They then didn't have it stolen 7 days after that, which would have been the 29th. But you know when they did have it stolen again? The 6th of the following month.
That's funny.
Everything happens on a 7-day fucking basis, it seems.
Ain't that how it works?
Yeah. But yeah, I look at these things, and while it would be phenomenal to actually look into, there have been so many issues that make it like very difficult to actually look into. Like,
yeah, the MDT issues are making it very difficult.
Yeah. For example, the whole Chastity case, that gun was literally in evidence, like in the locker, and it was never documented by the people, in the back of the evidence room who were tasked with doing that. And so the discovery of that got delayed. Now, full disclosure, I was the one to put it in there, and I didn't run the gun. That's my fuck up, but it should have been discovered ahead of time, but it was just never. The fact that it was discovered is actually mind-boggling. Like that's the crazy part. That is the fucked up crazy part.
You'd be surprised. The one that I just came with, the one that's building off this huge, like I have a massive report on this person. This came from me doing random audits on firearms and evidence lockers because, it's say that's kind of my thing. And
how far back are you going?
I went back a year so far.
Okay. I'm going to send you a quick email. Just a moment.
All right. Yeah, I found one. I found a gun and I ran it through the evidence system and it popped back twice. And I was like, that's interesting. A gun that's in evidence twice. And it ended up being okay because it was apparently they seized her gun and they put it in evidence and then gave it back to her, determining that there was no reason to revoke her weapons license. And then she had it actually seized later that day in an officer-involved shooting, which got me looking into her. And then 4 days after she had her weapons license revoked, she reported her gun stolen. Gave him the serial number and everything.
Just a second. I'm getting this email written up. It'll take, I don't know, 10 or so seconds.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, this city has no idea what's about to befall them. I had no qualms with writing over 250 bank subpoenas and phone subpoenas back in the day, to the point where the DOJ just told me stop.
All right, sent.
No, gotcha.
But yeah, ultimately, should anything resemble that, just let me know. But obviously, what you're looking into is different. You're more so looking at people, I'm assuming, getting a weapons license and then purchasing them in bulk, or every 7 days, however often that they can, and then reporting it stolen so that they don't actually lose their weapons license.
Yeah.
Except really, they're starting their own paper trail.
Yeah, pretty much.
What is this?
That's certainly a 911.
Yeah, I'm concerned as to why somebody from another country would be transferred. I'm so confusion.
Yeah, what the hell? Why would we hold their prisoner? We don't hold foreign prisoners.
Yeah. I don't know.
Dispatch 464-10-8.
I'm you know what? That's out of my jurisdiction.
I mean, it's
I don't
what?
Yeah, shall I respond? Return
Well,
to sender?
they're asking for they're asking for Los Santos police, so it is your jurisdiction. They're not even asking for state. They didn't ask for San Andreas. They wanted Los Santos.
Yeah,
That's you.
But how can a city negotiate with a country?
I don't know.
Me neither. You know what? Just like mail. If nobody take it, return to sender.
Mick Taylor. Profile.
Dispatch 235.
Well, we don't have a Mick Taylor in our
I'm en route
system.
to Mosley to get my vehicle
I think somebody
repaired.
fucked up some report somewhere.
Morning, Charlie. Welcome aboard.
I'm
like
so
if we had an extradition treaty with Australia, you'd think if we had an
that would have to be
request,
written
we'd have them
in
in our system.
legislation, right? Didn't our entire legislation get rewritten on the basis of some like stupid typo? I don't fucking know.
I mean, well, even to have an extradition, we'd have to have a report on this person. They're not even in our system.
Yeah, I don't quite know.
We can't intake them. I don't know. We're not a dumping ground for your miserable penal colony misfits.
Exactly. Listen, return to sender on this one. Return to sender on Irwin. Who else? Let's throw Rue in there while we're at it.
Well, to be fair, those people are citizens. But
I know.
This person's not. If they're an Australian citizen, they're not our problem.
Wait, what if?
What if what? You're contemplating on how to deal with this, aren't you?
I'm not dealing with it. I'm not. There's nothing to deal with. I've never been told I would ever have to have a conversation with another country's corrections department.
I think you're about to have to.
Says who?
Says the officer's available. I can't do field work. I'm a I'm a rookie, Marshal. I'm not allowed to leave the office.
And it's above my pay grade. That's the reality of the situation.
You know, we're all on technically the same pay grade. That using that excuse doesn't work because we all get paid the same. We have the exact same pay grade.
Okay, but you know when somebody says pay grade, they're not actually referring to the amount made, but more so their rank in
Responsibilities.
the department. Yeah. Like obviously you should
just
get
say it's
paid
not my
more depending
responsibility.
on, I mean, it's not mine.
You know, in a manner,
out of
it
my
should be
jurisdiction.
mine, but they requested the wrong department. They're asking for Los Santos, and they're directing it towards y'all.
But this is like there's nothing I can do. What do I do? Send somebody to prison because another country told me so?
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
What are they expecting us to? If they deliver them here, there's nothing we can do. We have to set them free, and we don't want their shit. Just deny them at the border.
Exactly.
Of course, they don't really deny anyone at this border. I mean, that's all they're going to do. I mean, it's literally all you can do is receive them and be like, "Hey, sorry, they're not charged with murder here. We're just going to kick them loose, just uncuff them and let them loose on the town."
Yeah, I don't quite know.
These people got rights.
Do they?
Yeah, if they arrive and they haven't had their rights taken, are they a local? Then they got rights.
Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
The Australian people, do they have rights?
No, because they're not citizens.
Exactly. I don't acknowledge
there you go. All right, head down to the airport. Go arrest those Australian correctional officers for kidnapping and let the guy free. If they give him if they've given this guy a citizen ID number, then he is a citizen and he has rights, and therefore those Australian correctional officers are kidnapping him. So arrest the Australian correctional officers and release him.
Yo, dispatch, 306 1041.
You know what? A dispatch 230 10-8. Sorry, I was 10-7 for processing earlier. I don't know what's going on. I just got back in service. Wow, there's a billboard. Serious Cougar.
There's a couple of those around town.
You would know that.
Well, yeah. They've been there forever. I've been in this town for so long. That billboard was here before the collapse. There's one on 68.
Why is everyone driving like an asshole?
And there's one in Vinewood.
Don't forget the prison. Is it prison bitches?
Prison bitches, yep.
Yep. I'll never forget one time I was refilling a helicopter, and there was a passenger in it, and I started refueling. I out loud read "prison bitches," followed by an almost immediate explosion, as if it was the fucking code word to make a bomb go off. Boom! Instantly.
That sounds about right.
It is. All right. I may have to put the phone down.
I'm just talking to
All right, I'll hang up for you.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well, have a good one.
You good? All right, bye.
Bye. What was that?
I was just stopping and talking to a friend. I got her this quad yesterday, just seeing if she's enjoying it.
Oh.
Did you know these quads are only like 10 grand, and they're actually so fucking fun to drive for the price.
Yeah, you know what else is inexpensive and drives really well? A tailgater.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm hating tailgaters because everybody's starting to use them for all these robberies.
Yeah, there's a reason. They're so inexpensive. You want to know the fucked up part? The Tailgater S, the one that looks better, performs worse. It's $100,000 more and is worse in every capacity.
But it looks so good, though.
I agree. Well, anyways, I'll leave y'all be.
Same thing with some of the motorcycles.
Oh, I don't do motorcycles. Two wheels ain't for me.
No, me neither.
I can't do it. Dispatch 230. I had a vehicle doing at least 150 westbound Del Perro. Entering the tunnel now. Let's see if I can catch up to it.
Two, 3, 5, 10, 8. Any active?
As of right now, no, outside of a speeding sports vehicle heading westbound Del Perro. I'm currently VCB. It's possible they went north on Great Ocean.
Anyone responded to that 911?
Which one?
About the anonymous one about the inmate to be transferred to Bolingbroke.
Negative. I'm not sure what we're expected to do there. We don't. I don't see anything, haven't seen anything in legislation written regarding any sort of extradition policies we have with other countries. I don't know that we can legally do anything. But plus, if they're coming from another country, why are... I'm confusion.
Me too.
Like, what's going to happen if this is all a setup for a lawsuit, you know? Like
10-9, the latest active for us. What's going on? What's going on?
there was an anonymous 911 from some Australian, like, I don't know, police department or corrections officer or something, indicating that somebody was being transferred to prison. But number one, we haven't been informed of that. Two, if they're coming from another country, I don't know how extradition works.
Yes, yeah, you know.
It all seems like a major headache and is completely out of our control. If we take this guy and throw him in prison and then we find out he wasn't actually supposed to be going to prison, then what? Who does that fall on?
Yeah,
It ain't gonna fall on me because I ain't doing it. No chance.
I don't want the king coming over here and causing up our ruckus. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm gonna be honest, Rhodes. Prison is martial territory. That sounds like a martial problem.
Yeah, but I think they requested LSPD. I think. I'm not sure.
Oh shit! Thank God I'm BCSO. Hey, you got this, Rose, yeah?
Well, they said Los Santos Police. They didn't say Police Department. And, you know, given we all patrol Los Santos to some degree, maybe it is all of us, you know?
No, I'm pretty sure they've been LSPD. You got this, Rhodes.
Do we know where that 911 came from?
Negative. I tried looking and didn't find anything.
Rhodes, isn't your husband's a state marshal, right? I mean, maybe we can coordinate with him and figure out what's going on.
I was on the phone with the marshal when that came in. Did he relog? Oh, he did. Rip.